William Hill Vegas sponsors Frampton versus Quigg on Sky Sports Box Office.
Radio Raheem here with Carl Frampton. You're just a few hours away now, man, from the main event. You're finally entering the ring, and even up until the last moment, you've got a back and forth here about the little business of the fight. How much does that, if not take you off your game, does it irritate you at all?
I don't think it irritates me at all. I think what they're trying to do is get under my skin, but it hasn't worked. And if you've seen the reaction of Team Quigg today, I think it's quite the opposite. I think these guys are reacting like I didn't think they would be like this. They've overreacted. Clearly something's annoyed them, and I'm sitting back and smiling.
What do you think is the motivation? Up there you said that it was superstition, but does that indicate to you fear?
Fear and weakness, yes, definitely. He's so superstitious that he wants to be in that changing room, and I'm not giving in. It's my changing room. I should be in it. I'm the A side. But we've come up with a solution, lock the door, and we'll both use different change rooms. He still doesn't want to accept that, so he's shown so many weaknesses here. And again, I can just sit back and smile.
You talk about being the A side. Well, this fight is going to be shown on Showtime in America as well as here. That gives you a stage, a world stage, an opportunity to once again shine in front of American fans. Does that put any added pressure on you to perform not just well in this fight, but to maybe even outperform Leo Santa Cruz and kind of take the show?
Yeah, well, there's always pressure in every fight, and you want to look good. You want to look explosive. You want the fans to sit up and take notice, and you want them to tune in again for future fights. So it's important to do that. I believe I've got an exciting style, and the Americans have already seen that. I boxed on CBS in my last fight and had to get up off the canvas to win and comprehensively win in the end. So I've got a style to excite the American fans, and I believe that there's big fights out there for me. It's about looking good, which I will do on Saturday night, and then we can go and chase guys like Leo Santa Cruz after it.
You've talked about getting up off the canvas for a win, and you absolutely did that. But in this fight, do you feel like you've got something more to prove now maybe than you would have? Not only that you can fight, you can stay on your feet and win decisively.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to do that. If I take what I've been doing in the gym, if I take that into the ring with me, some of the sparring sessions have been great, and I've been doing stuff that I didn't even know I could do. And David Hay recently witnessed the sparring session, and he described me as a prime Gamboa. That's what he said. So I've been exciting, I've been hurting people, I've been looking good. If I can carry that into the ring with me, then I win this fight comfortably.
And lastly, when people call this a 50-50 fight, obviously you disagree. What is it that they don't recognize about you or misunderstand that gives you the advantage?
Well, I think too much has been made about Scott Quigg's punching power, as if he's a monstrous puncher. No doubt he has punching power, but does he punch any harder than me? I don't think so. And when I start hitting him in the head and hitting him hard in the first round, he goes into his shell. We'll see who the puncher is in the fight.
And lastly, they've announced that the Olympics is opening up to professional boxers. Would you consider, or are you at all consider representing Ireland and trying to win a gold medal?
Well, at this point, I know enough about it, so I can't really comment on it. But it seems strange to me. How would you qualify? How would you go about qualifying? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But at this point in time, I haven't really thought about it.
Carl Frampton, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Good luck Saturday night. It's Carl Frampton versus Scott Quigg at the Manchester Arena. It's going to be an explosive war. These guys are going to go at it every second of the round. Don't miss it. Radio Raheem, Carl Frampton.
William Hill Vegas sponsors Frampton versus Quigg on Sky Sports Box Office.